Neon towers burn above Mira as she slips from the arterial roar into a side street. Glass and voltage hold the dusk at bay, yet night pools ahead, cool, unlit, inviting her toward true darkness. By emberlight her lineage learned the night, two sleeps with a midnight stirring between. Mira feels that older script, first sleep, a quiet waking, then second sleep near dawn, bodies once tuned to firelight and moon cycles. As Earth turns, her inner clock keeps time, melatonin rises with dusk, alertness with daybreak, signals from sky to cell, setting cadence in tissues and thought, a tide preparing her senses to ebb and flow. But LEDs and late screens braid the night bright around her, meals slide later, work stretches long, rest compresses, the city's wiring tugs those ancient rails, shifting phase until fatigue arrives off-beat to morning. Beneath the noise, her brain remembers its migration. From fast, jagged daylight chatter it glides toward slower tides. Synapses quiet, networks synchronize. Deep blue delta waves assemble, repairing and restoring the scaffolds that hold tomorrow. Evolution left her a durable map, cycles and stages, a nightly passage from vigilance to renewal, etched older than cities, faithful as dawn. Within that script, Mira drifts, the architecture carrying her toward morning's clear return. Night deepens over Mira. Inside Mira's brain, in dim harbors, quiet gates loosen. Her astrocytes, star-shaped caretakers, subtly shrink, their end feet easing back from vessel walls. Space widens, along her arteries, along her veins, new lanes open, the perivascular channels, sleek teal corridors threading Mira's cortex. The cerebrospinal fluid, moonlit and mild, enters and begins to pulse. Each heartbeat sends a gentle push, Mira's arterial pulsatility nudging the flow forward. Each slow breath draws and releases pressure through her chest, a diaphragmatic bellows that helps the wash move deeper. In deep sleep, as slow waves rise and Mira's body settles, this nightly circulation strengthens. Her brain's electrical tempo slackens, vessels and glia respond. The wash runs clearer, steadier. We fly through her micro-avenues, end feet parted, channels aglow. CSF streams along her vessels then percolates through tissue, interweaving with the interstitial spaces. Waste molecules, beta amyloid among them, gleam with soft tags as they're caught in the current and guided outward. Not a violent flood, but a tidy choreography. Pulse drift exchange. Fluid in, solutes out. A tide matched to Mira's slow breathing and the drum of her heart. Research suggests this glymphatic traffic is most vigorous in the depths of her non-REM sleep, when neural activity quiets and space opens between cells. The architecture she inherited, astrocytes, vessels, channels, turns night into housekeeping. We surface to a macro view, Mira's chest rising, falling, unhurried. Inside, luminous cyans flow in bochiflex and teals fold and flow, particles gathering into the current. With every breath and every beat, Mira's brain is rinsed, not to cure all ills but to keep its house in order. Soon, dawn will tighten these passages again. For now, in the hush of Delta, Mira's city of neurons rests, and the waters do their quiet work. Fade from star fields, an interlude in wonder, speculative and hushed. Galaxies fall away, shrinking into Mira's living cytoskeleton. The camera slips between organelles, descending. A repeating cylinder emerges, the microtubule, a scaffold in Mira's neuron. Hollow latticework, rings that shimmer like a barrel of light, regular as crystal, yet alive as coral. We drift closer. Aromatic pockets line the walls, rings poised for electron play. Pi clouds bloom like purple nebulae, charge spread in soft halos. Probability smears, no single perch, only diffuse presence. A haze of possibilities. For a breath, the picture splits, superposition, overlapping patterns in brief coherence. Then they settle. Some propose a bold speculative map, orch-or, orchestrated objective reduction, hypothesis, not consensus, brief quantum states in 2 Bayou Len, coordinated by the lattice, perhaps, then collapses, reductions, in discrete moments. Possibly nudging neural signaling. Orchestration by biology, reduction by physics. If true, a quantum cadence beneath classical rhythms. If false, still a provocation to test and measure. Push in. Wisps of anesthetic drift across the frame. Molecules slip into hydrophobic pockets on proteins. Coherence dulls. violet to gray. Coordination can't take hold. Patterns lose contrast. Consciousness dims. Cut to natural sleep, distinct from anesthesia. Darker palette. The lattice keeps a faint aurora. Patterns persist. Softer, slower, riding ordinary biochemistry as glymphatic tides move outside. Sleep alters, does not erase the dance. Pull back. Textless callouts hover then fade. The debate stays bright. Many argue classical networks and known biophysics suffice. Decoherence in warm, wet cells may be brutally fast. Evidence is mixed. Others press on, measuring, modeling, refining. Final dissolve, from muted grays back to starlit violet. Hypothesis logged, questions intact. The mind stage holds room for many spotlights. Fade up from violet starfields, to Earth on the night side, rimmed in dawn. Continents breathing light and dark. Planetary metronomes set the scene. Spin-tide season inside, clocks answer. Circadian gears near 24 hours. Entrained by morning sky. Photons strike retinal ganglion sentinels. Signals thread to so prukai asmat ik nucleus. Mel uto nin rises and falls, calendaring the body. Smaller waves ride atop. Ultradian cycles. 90-minute ebbs of vigilance and REM. Hormone pulses. Gut and cortex trading turns. Glide and slide across the ionosphere. Faint electromagnetic bands shimmer around the globe. Low-frequency murmurs. The Schumann resonances, around 7.8 Hz and harmonics. Measured background, not a driver. A planetary heartbeat in the air. Overlay a transparent brain. Delta Theta Alpha sweeps in soft bands. We note, not claim, these fields are background, measured, intriguing. Direct causal ties to brain rhythms remain under study. Cinematic fade, sink into blue-green. A dolphin glides, one eye closed, the other watching. Half the brain sleeps, half stands guard. The uni-hemi-spheric slow-wave sleep. Left sleeps, right steers. Later they trade. Breath kept, predators scanned, consciousness braided with duty. Glide and slide past the pectoral fin. Bubbles tick like metronomes. Dissolve to open ocean dusk, volumetric god rays shafting down. An elephant seal surrenders to depth. Body slackens into a drifting spiral. Gravity and buoyancy take the helm. Brief REM flickers. Micro-storms of twitch and dream behind shuttered lids, then back to slower waves. At sea, they ration sleep to scant minutes. Stacked in dives, survival squeezes the schedule, but doesn't erase the script. Pull back. Earth pulses. Oceans roll. Cortex hums. From planetary cycles, to protein clocks, to pods, and pinnipeds. The mind dances on nested tempos, some set by the sky, some carved by life. Fade to black. The pulse continues off-screen. On Mira's bedside table, a sleek EEG headband rests like a silver comma. Her night is about to begin, a quiet, near-future routine, close, practical, almost invisible. She lifts the band and wears it. Mira exhales, eyelids fall. The device listens for slow-wave troughs in deep NRM, waiting for the valley of a delta wave. At just the right moment, it threads in a familiar whisper, a gentle cue linked to what she learned today. Targeted memory reactivation. Nudging consolidation without breaking sleep. Early evidence is promising yet modest. Not jolting, not loud, more feather on pond than alarm. Her dream shifts. A dim library, dust motes drift in sunbeams, stacks breathe, book spines glow softly. A cue arrives, a shelf loosens, letters lift, curling like shader smoke. Floor becomes water, aisles tilt into a quiet underwater grove, pages become leaves. Ink darts like small fish, thoughts swim between trunks of memory, scenes blend liquid and kind. A face she met, a word she studied, a move she practiced. We note, not promise, results vary, timing matters. The science is young, effects are real but small. Bodies differ, personalization and patience win. Mira tends the ground she sleeps on, keeping nights dark and cool, and times consistent, letting morning light map her clocks, tucking screens away, pacing caffeine, and keeping alcohol distant from dreams. Simple habits carry most of the weight. Tools only amplify the script. Blue gradient calm returns. Cues fade. Waves lengthen. Breath steadies. Shimmer, then stillness. Dawn gathers at Mira's lashes, dew bright. Lids tremble, open. Her iris fills with morning sky. A lens flare sunrise washes the frame. She holds the calm, hopeful beat. Every night, the mind rewrites itself. Every morning, Mira begins again.